for a reason. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. We are live from Tijuana beaches. I'm in a good mood to go live, so I figured why not, right? Why not? Come on here, answer some questions, do our thing. Make sure we're live here first so people get the alert because I know people want to see it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm happy to do it when I can. And once I set this little thing on here, be good to go. I want to get to the comments section. Why? Because it's what you guys are asking, and that's the main thing. We want to cater to people that are. What's up, Jordan? I got your text. What's going on, my man? Jordan, what's good? So yeah, Jordan tapping in. We got people coming in. This is pretty much an ask me anything type of stream, guys. I want to cater to the community. First time I think we've done one of these on the vertical live, but wanted to tap in right here. I got some time, and why not hang out with the community and kind of answer some general questions that people have. A lot of questions, right? They have a lot of questions down here, and it's great because I have firsthand boots on the ground experience here, which a lot of people, they're just making. I see a lot of videos that they're not even like they're not even here, right? It's like these people are like dogging Tijuana, and it's like, dude, you can't come down here and cherry pick a small municipal grid and make it seem like the entire area of Tijuana is like this dangerous war zone. It's not like that at all, guys. In fact, um, it's pretty nice here. I mean, I can't get enough of how relaxed I am compared to the hustle and bustle of living in Southern California. I mean, Southern California kind of was great if you're it's great if you're like a multimillionaire. If you're a millionaire, it's like you got a house, you got a car payment, and that's all you got. I mean, $1 million in Southern California, guys, is like you're not even thriving. Like I hate to, that's a scary thought, but you're really not. Like you might have a house, you might have like a decent lifestyle. You're not going to have like an investment portfolio. You're not going to have too much money to invest. Um, because typically millionaires they don't want to live in a $700,000 house, right? They want to live in like a $2-3 million house, right? A lot of the times, I mean, you have those hidden millionaires that are the smart ones that they're a multimillionaire and they're living in a modest $800,000-900,000 house, but then you have the real people that are thinking they're millionaires living in a $2 million house and they're just as broke as the person living in the apartment, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. What's up, Jordan? Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, they try to create a false narrative more or less with coming down to Mexico for a variety of reasons. I think the US government and the Mexican government do this collaboratively. Because if you look at Tijuana's infrastructure, it's not able to support the current 35% increase in population growth it's just had over the last couple years. Tijuana, Mexico is one of the fastest growing cities in the entire world because people from outside of Mexico, other Caribbean and Central American countries flock here thinking they can get over the border. It doesn't happen. They decide to plant roots here in Tijuana. And that's a massive amount of foreign people coming into Tijuana. And then you also have a massive amount of you have a massive amount of Mexican nationals from other parts of Mexico that come into Tijuana. If you look at like cities like Monterrey and Tijuana, they're some of the fastest growing cities in Mexico, like statistically. And we all know that the way they do the stats down here, it's probably a lot more. There's probably a lot more people coming into Tijuana than were even recorded, right? Looks like we got people. I got a crypto channel too. So you might want to go over to the other channel. So I got two crypto channel. I got a crypto channel as well. Um, I live in is right now. If you're saying moving there, work cross daily. Manny G, what's good? Yeah, if you have Century, man, you're definitely good. I mean, you can literally cross the border in a fraction of the time. Um, you know, what are the rates for a loan in max years on a house? Down here, the rates are a little bit different in Mexico. I don't know if you're talking about Mexico or if you're talking about on the San Diego side. Typically, you can finance your house for about 30 years. Really, you can finance your house indefinitely. I mean, you would just refinance your house. People do this all the time, especially when they get equity in their home. Oh, for Tijuana? Tijuana's a little bit different. They have, they have different pricing as well. Um, the thing with Tijuana is the rates typically a lot of times fluctuate, which is kind of puts you in a riskier scenario. But I don't know the exact loan. You'd have to talk to a lender down here. I've seen them. I've seen 15-year loans. I've seen 20-year loans. I can't say I've seen a 30-year loan. So if we have anybody is in the loan business, but it's a lot harder to acquire credit down here in Tijuana, especially as an American, but just in general, because Mexico requires a much larger down payment. A lot of people put like 35 to 50% down on their home. Um, it's the same with everything down here in Mexico. The credit is just, it's not. They don't readily give credit out as much as in the U.S. Right? The U.S. As long as you have a decent credit score, you pretty much can get a credit card, a car loan. Here, it's a little different. Even if you have good credit, you're still going to have to put a sizable down payment on a car. You're still going to have to put a sizable down payment on a home. So I wanted to come on here and also answer some questions. There's been some questions here, some good and bad. I did a video yesterday. I hope you guys found it informative. It's kind of true though. I mean, Tijuana is not a, it's not dangerous here, man. I mean, Americans, maybe if you're living in the ghetto and maybe if you're living in a bad area, but like, I mean, who comes down to Tijuana as an American, like searching to live in the ghetto? I mean, and I watched this one that was on Roku News. It had like 50, 60,000 views after posting a few hours. And I'm thinking they took this small geographical grid, this transit corridor that borders the east side of Tijuana heading to Tecate, and they made it seem like it's just this war zone here. And it's not the true. In fact, a lot of those I think they're called borderos. What's the name for them? Boderos. They're like these little like they're not they're like shanty towns, right? Because the people they build the home on uh property owned by like the water company. So it's not really their property, but the government usually lets them stay there without issues, right? Because it's kind of just these homes with makeshift uh and some of them do have water and running water and drainage and all that. Some don't. Some just have, power that is jacked from the power line along with, all these other homes. But my point is inherently these areas, just because they're poor, it doesn't make these people bad people. Like I would much rather be in a room with a lot of these people rather than like Sam Altman, or some of these other billionaires that are trying to get you guys and girls to stay on your phone constantly, and sabotaging the way our minds work with algorithms to get us locked in and watching our phones all the time. Like these areas aren't inherently bad. They're just poor. I mean, obviously with poor areas that brings in, the riffraff as well. You're going to have more problems in these areas. But a lot of these videos you see on YouTube with Tijuana as like the murder capital of the world, most of these statistics are happening in very select like part of the municipality. It's not happening. It's definitely not happening in Playas de Tijuana, and it's definitely not happening in Zona Rio or Chapultepec or even downtown. Downtown Tijuana is kind of like there is a little bit of homeless that kind of is in that general area going towards the Tijuana River. But a lot of those people are good people, man, and they just don't have a lot of money. I mean, the world is not rich, guys. You know what I mean? So especially down here. Oh, what's going on, Forrest Dump? What's going on? So yeah, drop it in the comments, guys. We are answering the comments and concerns. Smelled way more piss in downtown San Diego. I don't smell that in Tijuana. Endless homeless camps. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with downtown San Diego. It literally does for the majority, unless you get on like the main PCH Bayfront heading towards Point Loma and Pacific Beach. Pretty much all the sidewalks smell like piss because it doesn't rain here very often. I can't even remember the last time it rained here. It's been probably a few months, and people that live in their cars, homeless people, they dump their urine out on the sidewalk, and it just sits there, and it stinks. I mean, San Diego for the most part, um, if you're walking down a city street, it's going to smell like urine, which I mean, it smells like actual human piss. Down here in Tijuana, they keep all those homeless people quarantined by Guardia de Nacional and the Mexican military on like one road. It's right near the Smart and Final. I did a video on it. It's kind of like the Skid Row of Tijuana, but past that, you don't see homeless people really outside of the downtown corridor. You see a few in Zona Rio. You see a few, with some of the in the downtown pockets, but not really much past that. Yes, you're welcome, guys. If you're interested in scheduling a consultation, I'm currently offering consultations via Zelle, cryptocurrency payments, or Cash App. It's $50 per half hour, $100 per hour. I think it's a really good price simply because I can jump in on a call two ways. I can do a phone call like this on FaceTime, and then I can also jump in on a private live stream on YouTube where I can send you a private link on the YouTube, and I can walk you exactly through the municipalities all the way down to Ensenada. I can give you an idea of where to go, where not to go. Some of the logistical issues people face when they cross the border. I can answer specific questions. So that's why I offer the consultation. I will put my number in guys, and I get like there's some people that reached out, like Jordan reached out today, like, and he's always in the chat, like saying what's up. But guys, I get a lot of calls and texts a day because I put my phone number out there, and it's damn near impossible to cipher through and talk with every single person. It's nothing personal, but like Jordan hit me up and was just saying like some cool stuff, and then like I had this other person just like rambling about all this stuff with like five texts in between your texts, Jordan. So yeah, sorry for the delay on that, but I get a lot of calls, a lot of junk calls, a lot of stupid questions that are texted to me on a daily basis. So that's why I kind of set up the consultations where I can get paid for my time, and then obviously, answer specific questions regarding Tijuana and living in Mexico and all that. Because I do find myself to be somewhat of an expert. I've been here over 2 years. I've already encountered multiple issues living down here. And people that want to not encounter those issues, I definitely think $100 hour phone call could save you thousands in logistical issues, housing issues, pricing. A lot of people, I overpaid on my first rental by about $200 a month. That same rental was on Facebook Marketplace for fucking 6 months, guys. And the price is now 1,000. And just issues with buying anything from a stove to a washer and dryer. I've experienced the good, the bad. So that's why I set up those consultations, because if they are serious about moving down here or even visiting down here, a 50-minute half hour phone call or a $100 hour phone call can literally be the difference between losing hundreds and thousands of dollars. So East Coast for me, I need some good advice. Yeah, that's why it's there. So yeah, people can feel free to reach out and utilize that consultation. Like I said, I can send you a live stream link, and then that way we can talk on the phone, and I can walk you through visually on a shared screen of all the how to bypass 90% of the BS. And or we can jump on a FaceTime call, or we can just have a phone call. So that's why it's there, guys. So definitely utilize that. If I could find a way to talk with people on a one-on-one basis more readily, I would. But that's about all we got right now. Yeah, let me know, Forrest. No rush, but I've had people reach out for consultations, and some of them are living down here now. Surprisingly, about three or four people. I don't know about the fourth person, but I know three people that I've had consultations with are currently down here. Two are in Rosarito, and then one is in between Playas de Tijuana and Rosarito, which you know they might be in Playas de Tijuana had they not had the consultation, right? Because they wouldn't have known about the other areas and the logistical stuff. So you're not the typical realtor. Real talk is toughness and knowing your stuff. That's the separation, not some goofy agent. Someone I'd go to war with. Appreciate the grind. Yeah, later, Jordan. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I mean that's how I run my real estate business right now. I haven't been doing transactional real estate sales. I've been doing more rentals and commercial buildings for the last 4 years. Really, I've been doing more mostly rentals. But my hope is that someday in the future, these people that are renters become homeowners. And even though California is very expensive, typically that's the best way to build a real estate business. So that's what I've been focusing on since the interest rates started rising in the summer of 2022. I pretty much have not sold any homes. I've been doing strictly rentals and a few commercials. I've sold like three commercial buildings in the last 4 years, but mostly commercial stuff, but mostly on the renter side, trying to build my portfolio that way. And, like I said, hopefully these people in the next couple years, I mean, I got my real estate license. So typically, if you help them find a rental, they help you or they help you when they go to buy, that kind of thing. So, but I am diving back into real estate home sales on the San Diego side if you guys are over there. And I am also getting a fast track to getting my Florida real estate license. Probably in the next 6 months. I mean, I think that's a reasonable time span. So if you guys are in California, anywhere in California, I literally work the entire state. I have a different business model than a lot of realtors in San Diego. A lot of them like try to keep like a local market. I work the entire state. I've had off market sales up in Redding and San Francisco and other areas. So I don't just focus on, San Diego. My brokerage is not even in San Diego, it's in Newport Beach. So if you guys are anywhere in California, reach out to me. I have the ability to use my tools to get in your micro market. But if you're interested in a rental, it has to be in San Diego simply because I can't travel up anywhere else. So and then past that, like I said, if you're in Florida and you're thinking about selling in the next 6 months, I'm going to be getting a Florida state real estate license as well. I found out there's a program where I can fast track my 6 year valid real estate license to Florida and take the 40 question state tests. And like I said, not a rush on that, but I am going to be doing that because, like I said, recently I've been stepping back into. I'm stepping back into the local real estate market here in California, and I've just been doing it for a couple days now. So I'm kind of eager to see what that takes me. Um, gives a lot. Yeah, my channel. I try to give all I try to give a lot of information for free. Um, that's why if you guys notice, a lot of people were like, "Dude, why are you asking $500 for your membership?" That membership, guys, is never intended for people watching the channel. That membership is that high for sponsors, local sponsors, businesses, lending companies, you know, uh, anything from restaurants or anything like that can sponsor the channel. That $500 membership is for strictly to run a sponsored ad through the channel at a on a regular basis. It's not for. That's why I don't charge. I don't have a member section for patrons of the channel. I try to give all the information for free. I am, transparent as I can be on the information. I don't try to clickbait people into watching my videos. I try to give a straightforward, transparent, honest, realistic version of how I feel about things here and the broader California real estate market and the US real estate housing market. And I hope that I deliver on that. That's kind of the goal here. So yeah, I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency, guys. I've been invested for cryptocurrency over 10 years. So I've lived in Rosarito over 2 years, family in San Diego. I do enjoy it here. Oh, right on. So you've lived in, yeah, Rosarito is a great area. I did a couple videos a little while back. I don't know if people were interested in those videos. I'll try to get down there a little bit more frequently. Rosarito is a great area for a variety of reasons. It's for one, it's a lot more spacious. You have a lot more people space between you and other people. It's not crowded, and past that, it's just it's a beautiful area. The beach is much nicer. Playa de Tijuana is great, but the beach is not really that great, to be honest. It's great to have an ocean view, but like, uh, if you have the choice, right? It's always like, do you have the choice to live closer to the border, or do you have the choice to uh, work remotely or retired? Everybody's situation is different, right? So some of the best beaches that I've personally seen in my entire life, anywhere in the world. Um, Puerto Vallarta definitely on the list, but also the space in between Rosarito and Ensenada, like Baja Mar, getting farther down there, El Descanso. Some of those beaches, guys, when I say that they're the nicest in the world, literally the nicest in the world. Obviously the water's a bit chilly here. It's just like California. However, um, once you start getting down there before you get to Ensenada, I mean, the beaches are like when you're going around that big turn from South Rosarito, Popotla, and going down to Ensenada. It's literally the best beaches in the entire world. Like I'm not even kidding you. It looks like something out of a Hollywood movie. Yeah, poquito español, señor. Muchas gracias. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I know enough Spanish to order in a restaurant. People think that I know Spanish in a restaurant when I order, when I go out in public. I know enough to get by. I could definitely learn Spanish, and I do think if people are spending time in Mexico, it's worth learning enough Spanish to get around. However, there's only so much time during the day, and um, as I do find it very respectful to know the native language of where you're a visitor at or living at, um, I'd rather spend my time on doing other things rather than like perfecting my Spanish. I don't talk a lot to people because I don't want to allude to them that I don't know Spanish. I only place myself in situations here where I am confident in the Spanish that I'm speaking, and a lot of people speak English down here, so it's kind of a thing like that. The best way to contact me is send me a text saying you want to set up a consultation, and then my schedule is pretty wide open for those type of things. If we do it over the phone, if you prefer me to do it on the YouTube stream in front of a desktop computer, I do think that's the better way. Where we talk on the phone as I'm streaming a private link. That way I can show you visuals of maps, part of the municipalities to avoid, to where to live, and that kind of thing. My favorite seafood in Tijuana is marlin. All right. So down here, I don't know if the marlin is caught locally. However, marlin is just as common as tilapia in the United States. You know, when you go to a Mexican restaurant in the United States, it's like, you're like, ah, tilapia. It's like, it was grown in a little like pond in Vietnam or something, which is, tilapia is fine. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of whether or not tilapia is healthy to eat. But I mean, tilapia is not, some amazing fish, in my opinion. I eat at a place down here that has tilapia tacos, but it's kind of like, tilapia, it's like, you're not getting a good fish. You're getting like the lowest grade fish. Again, nothing against tilapia. I like tilapia, I like catfish, but down here they have marlin. Pretty much every seafood restaurant has marlin, and it's only a little bit more than the tilapia. So like I go to this place, they have a marlin burrito. It's usually like smoked marlin, and then they mix it up with bell peppers and sauce and seasoning and stuff. So you can get a marlin burrito for about $11. I really like this one place down here. What? Let's see. I looked at your contact. Why would anybody pay for dubious information? You call yourself an expert. From what I can see, you're nothing but a charlatan. Yep. Okay. Well, you know what I think you are? I think you are going to go in timeout because you sound like a loser, somebody that I don't want in the stream. So let's see what else here. Let's see. Thoughts on Colonia Libertad? Yeah. So Colonia Libertad has had a little bit of mixed, how do I say this? There's been some stories on the local Tijuana news that I've seen out of Colonial Libertad. Now, some of these involve ex-convicts from the United States that have fled to Mexico. Again, I'm cherry picking, right? And this is not you got to see the whole story here. So Colonia Libertad is inland a bit. It's near like the Santa Fe area. There's a lot of new colonials, a lot of new neighborhoods being built. because the neighborhoods that are being built, you can get a home for a little bit over 100,000. So it does cater to a lot more of the local people that are aspiring to be homeowners. Um, so it's a very mixed area. If you're in a gated neighborhood, it's great. I don't particularly like having to commute on the Tijuana Libre, which is the free road that runs through Santa Fe and Colonia Libertad. It's not a bad area. I want to be clear. It's not like a sketchy area. It's just that area gets kind of congested going down towards Rosarito. A lot of locals live in that area. So the roads do get a bit during rush hour, a little clusterfuck. And it seems a bit less expat type. So, the cops they kind of look at you like, hey, can I pull this guy over type thing. I really prefer Tijuana beaches. The space in between Tijuana beaches and Rosarito. I think that is the best area. If you have to commute over the border for anything, if you have to commute over the border for any amount of things like work, for medical, like if you have to cross the border a couple times a month, I think Tijuana beaches, if you want the convenience of everything right there. If you want more of a neighborhood feel, if you want more of a gated community with a home with a gated community with a home type feel, that the place in between Tijuana beaches and Rosarito is the place to go, and I've done videos on my channel highlighting those. Rosarito, I'm not a fan of right when you come into Rosarito, like off the Tijuana Libre, but as you get into Rosarito, going towards South Rosarito, I think that's a really good area as well on both sides of the toll road, but not like the Tijuana Libre near the Walmart area. It's kind of just congested a lot of time. Uh, but it's not a bad area. Like if you're on the beach side, I think it's good. But if you're able to go even further, I really do think the best area is between Rosarito and Ensenada. But again, it's a little bit farther if you're having to cross the border. Any regular amount of time, right? All right, so let's see what else here. I work in Sleepy. I didn't know you were in Rosarito. Yeah, you comment a lot. Yeah, Rosarito definitely has cleaner air. The Tijuana air is not necessarily bad, at least on the coast. But like if you're kind of in those pockets, like somebody just mentioned, Colonia Libertad or Santa Fe, a lot of people drive dirt bikes here, right? And we all know that there's no emissions here, so the smog gets caught in between the canyons there. And there is a noticeable decline in the air quality if you're off the coast, because there's, you know, chocolates, which are old cars that are down here from the US. There is a lot of motorbikes, mopeds, dirt bikes. So all that smog, just like in Los Angeles, gets caught in between the canyons. So the air quality can definitely be not as good. Once you get towards the coast, you definitely can see that it's but yeah, Manny, I think Colonia Libertad is great. You can get a great price on a home. You can find a 2, 3 bedroom home for $700, $800 in a gated neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood. Just keep in mind you're off the Tijuana Libre, which if you're having to cross in the morning time, heading on that road team seems to be a bit crowded. And but not a bad area. I want to be clear, it's not a bad area. I split some time in Tijuana, Chula Vista. Oh, sweet, cool, man. CM Piles. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, yeah, you guys are free to reach out. Let's see. You look like a young Dorian Yates. Oh man, thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely not young. I mean, I'm 38, so a lot of people think I'm younger for some reason, but I'm a 38-year-old man. So, how would you scale dentist work and even healthcare in Tijuana compared to California? Oh, it's a fraction of the cost, guys. I mean, you can get a dental cleaning down here for $40 to $50. Um, I'm going to be getting some dental work on my wisdom teeth. I'm going to be getting them ripped out at some point. It's kind of one of those things where it's not bothering me, but it has pushed and shifted my teeth forward. So, like these teeth right here have shifted forward because of those wisdom teeth coming through. So, at some point, um, I might get those taken out, but the pricing was like one fifth of the price, and medical stuff like that, way cheaper, guys. I mean, all kind of lab diagnostics and things like that are a fraction of the price for what you'll pay. Even if you have insurance in the United States, it's it's that price or still cheaper. I mean, you can get your kidneys and stuff checked for like $15. Like, I mean, it's very, very affordable. Um, so let's see here. Tilapia is a bottom feeder. Yep, that's true. Yep, thanks, man. Yeah, reach out to me. Yep, Libertad is active. Let's see. Oh, next to the airport border? Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think there's 2 areas. I think I might have gotten that mixed up. You're right. Santa Fe is south on the Libre. The Libertad is more in between the east side of the Tijuana River going towards the airport. It's not a bad area, guys. Even near Otay, even people say, "Oh, east side Tijuana is so bad." It depends on where you're at. I mean, like, of course, you're gonna go into a neighborhood before you rent it and see the property and see the surroundings. I would also go in at night because it could look a lot different. There's a community that I looked at that was right near the border that I was gonna rent at, and I went back at night, and it was like there were, like, 5 cars in each driveway, and it was like a completely different neighborhood. So, like, obviously, you gotta do your due diligence, right? Santa Fe is good security, community, the X Zone 7 inside the neighborhood. Yeah, snorkeling, I don't know about that. I'm sure there probably are some type of diving and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, 500 for insurance, it seems actually kind of pricey. I get mine through AAA. I only pay $109 a year, for my cars, and, you know, I got a 15-year-old BMW and a 12-year-old a 13-year-old, Mercedes. It's liability only, but, it's only $100 a year if you go through, um, what is it called? AAA. They have a subsidiary company that handles Mexican insurance. So if you guys got AAA, definitely check into that. I don't know. You probably have full coverage or something. 500 a year seems a bit higher than what I pay. Uh, okay. Okay, bro, Mono. I think you might be demented. Yeah, send me something. We'll definitely schedule an appointment. Baja Bound in San Diego covers a lot of stuff. California owners didn't cover anything south of the border, so I was asked about having coverage in Mexico. American insurance doesn't cover, at least my American insurance does not cover anywhere in Mexico. Um, Not even 50. That was a misconception I saw. A lot of people think that. Maybe your insurance does, mine does not though. There is a different insurance policy for Mexico. All right, guys. If you guys got any questions here, wrap it up. I got an appointment with a home seller in about 25 minutes, so I need to wrap up this stream. If you guys got anything else, throw it in the comments right now. We'll answer it. All right, looks like we got everything in. I appreciate you guys checking us out. We'll try to do more of these live streams to streamline some of the questions. Like I said, it's always good to do these because I am trying to give the information for free. And that's the whole purpose of this channel, guys. I don't want to nickel and dime people to death. But if you want to set up a call, we can definitely do a one-on-one consultation and answer personal stuff, things like that. Um, what time does Century Lane and San Ysidro start building in the morning? So the Century Lane is going to be building at about 4:30 to 6. Um, you know, Century Lane moves pretty fast, even in the morning time, like maybe 45 minutes. If you can schedule your work back a little bit, to like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, you really won't have any wait. You'll really just Monday through Friday, you should be able to drive right up. I mean, there's really no wait. Some people drive motorcycles and things, but that's not really for me. But the Century Lane, after 8:30, 9 o'clock, it there's no lane. It's just you drive right up to it. You got two insurance. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys liked the video, found it informative, make sure to share it on Twitter X and any other social media platforms. I'm not on any of them probably. So we'll catch you guys soon. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys got any questions, we'll try to do a couple of these lives a month where I can come in and answer specific questions and kind of keep the dialogue going on if I can answer anything here, I will. All right. We'll catch you later. Take care.